is widely used in the agricultural industry to make fertilizers. So in this Haber process, the main important equation is the reaction between nitrogen gas and the hydrogen gas. And it must be reacted in the ratio of this hydrogen must be in the ratio of 3, then for the nitrogen it must be in the ratio of 1. Only with this ratio can then the ammonia be formed in the correct amount, in the correct time given as well. There are also other factors such as pressure, temperature, and the use of catalyst that determines the yield and the rate of the reaction. So that one is not under the O-level syllabus, that's under the A-level syllabus. Alright? But once again, in this concept, it's important to know some of the A-level context as well. Alright, now in my class I've not gone through this chapter, so when I've gone through this chapter, I will highlight to you what are the basic A-level concepts in this chapter. Alright? Okay, so in fact the answer for this is B, okay, because keywords such as not correct, you have to make sure that you choose the incorrect statement. So for B, it's an incorrect statement because the ratio should be the other way around. There should have three volumes of hydrogen versus 1 volume of the nitrogen. Alright? Okay, then another technique that you can use for doing the MCQ is by using logic reasoning. But before you use the logic reasoning, understanding is also important. Alright? Like for example, in these questions, we talk about phosphoric acid and the sodium hydroxide. Okay, Sherilyn, do you remember what's the nature of the phosphoric acid? Is it a monobasic, dibasic, or a tribasic acid? Yes, good. So you get another gift, huh? Right? Yeah, now Sherilyn knows that it is a it's a tribasic acid. It's because we have highlighted to the students that to identify whether the acid is a tribasic acid, look at this subscript here. If it's a 3, there's a H3, right? This 3 will tell you that it's a tribasic acid. Now there are also other forms of acid that are like dibasic or monobasic. If it's a dibasic acid, then instead of a 3, it will be a 2. Examples such as the sulfuric acid, H2O. Or if it's a monobasic acid, the subscript will be 1. Alright, and that will be example like nitric acid and the hydrochloric acid. So by looking at all these minute details, you know that it's a tribasic acid. Now, when you choose the option, you should know that being a tribasic acid, it needs to be neutralized by using 3 volumes, 3 times the volume of the alkaline to neutralize the acid. So the ratio between the alkaline, sodium hydroxide, and the acid should be 3:1. See that? Alright? So, Ikai, give a try. What is the answer for this then? Sorry? Yes. Alright, it is A. Okay? Got a give too. Alright. Now, why is this A? It's because the sodium hydroxide has a volume of 30 cm3 versus the acid, which is 10 cm3. So what happened is, most of the students, when they see these questions, they will start to do calculation. Alright, they will start to write long equations, do calculations, key into the calculator. But in the MCQ, you have only like 1 hour and 15 minutes to do the questions. Time management is very important. So if you have understood the concept, you will know that by choosing the answer with a ratio of 3:1, that's answer A, between the alkaline and the acid respectively, then that's how you get answer quickly. You don't even have to do calculations, doing the formula, or even writing the equations. So these are the techniques that being a students have to pick up as you move along. Yeah. So as to save time, then you can use the time for the other harder questions as well. Right, so that's what we meant by using the logic reasoning to solve it.